What's the best carry gun? Concealed carry, open carry, it doesn't matter. What is the best gun for carrying for one's self-defense? You know, a lot of people would say an M&P. 9mm would be a good choice to go with. Others would say, what about a Beretta or a Beretta clone? You know, like we got just picked up this guy. We'll be making a video with this real soon. This is the Garrison 9mm Beretta clone. So we're going to be shooting that real soon in a video. But, you know, what is the best gun to carry for every day? Well, there is no exact answer for that. There's a lot of videos out there of people trying to tell you this or trying to tell you that. But honestly, the best concealed carry or best everyday carry gun is the gun that you have. Everybody puts a lot of emphasis and a lot of focus on what brand name that you're able to afford. It really doesn't matter. The gun that you have will do just fine as long as you train with it and become proficient with said gun. It doesn't matter if it's a high point. It doesn't matter if it's a Kimber. It doesn't matter if it's a Beretta or a Glock. If you don't take the time to get skilled with that, just like anything else in life, you know, you're arrogant if you think that you can just pick this up and be great with it. It's not like that. It's just like anything else that you've ever done in life. It took repetitive training to get to a place to where you're proficient with it. And it really doesn't matter, you know, whether you've got a Glock or a Taurus or a high point. As long as you've trained and put the time and effort into knowing that weapon platform and knowing how to clear malfunctions, knowing how to get new magazines in, knowing how to acquire a sight picture, knowing how to effectively deliver rounds downrange, and do it in a way to where you don't cause collateral damage in the process, well, then it's a good gun. Even if it's a Jennings or a Ravenez. I mean, me personally, I would never own one of those weapons for a self-defense gun. But if you've taken the time to learn that platform and to learn how to clear malfunctions, learn how to get new magazines into the gun and get it back into the fight, then it is what it is. It's still better than no gun at all. Because let's face it, guys, when seconds counts, cops are minutes away. And I know it's a cliche saying, but there's never been anything more truer. You know, the odds of there being a law enforcement officer on site when you need one, it doesn't happen very often. It does happen. I have witnessed it myself. It does happen from time to time, but odds are you're going to need to be able to defend yourself, and you're going to need to be able to do it right then. You are not going to have time to wait for Officer Barb Brady to show up and save you. So train. Train, train, train. If you're going to carry one of these weapons, one of these deadly weapons out in public, if you intend on being able to defend yourself with a deadly weapon, you have to do the training that comes along with it. If you fail to do the training that goes along with carrying a firearm, you are just as dangerous as the criminal. I know, I said it. You're just as dangerous as the criminal because you're not going to have the muscle memory. You're not going to have the mindset or the skill set to be able to get your weapon deployed and on target and deliver effective rounds. You're going to send rounds downrange that you didn't want to send. I mean, and this happens with people that are trained, so I'm not harping on you. I'm not trying to break your balls. You know, I watch a lot of police videos, and I see it time and time again. Police officers sending rounds downrange with no regard to where those rounds are going. You know, there's a bad guy, I gotta shoot the bad guy, and they'll zip 8 or 10 rounds downrange and only score 1 or 2 hits in residential neighborhoods. So, yeah, a true story in the town that I used to live in, there was a situation where law enforcement had to deploy their weapons, his weapon, and fired, I want to say it was 9 or 10 rounds into the back of a vehicle that was trying to escape from him out in the middle of a major intersection. I want to say he scored 4 hits, two or three to the back and 1 fatal headshot, but there was still 6 .40 caliber rounds that zipped through the middle of town in broad daylight during rush hour. He got lucky and none of those rounds landed anywhere they didn't need to. The moral of the story is that even with training, mistakes still happen. More training, and more training will help to mitigate the number of mistakes that can be made. In theory, anyway. You know, because when the adrenaline dump hits and your tunnel vision kicks in, muscle memory becomes hard to make it work. That's why it's so important to do it over and over and over and over and over and over, and until you can do it in your sleep. So, yeah. So, the Garrison Beretta clone. I'll have this out on the range here very, very soon. And I've got a bunch of other great videos that I'm planning on getting together for you guys, including some more ballistics body armor testing. That'll be coming up just as soon as the snow melts off, hopefully in the next day or two. So that's all I got for you guys tonight. As always, live your life to the fullest, because anything less is an injustice to yourself and every single person around you. My name's Paul Riley. This is Therapy Range, and stay free, America. I know it's getting hard. Try harder.